Hello, hello. How are you doing out there today? Thank you very much for joining me for this special live video. This is the first time I'm doing some content for beginner belly dancers. So this is going to be a mini class for you if you have never done any belly dance before. So thank you very much for joining me today. If you are watching me, please do give me a little thumbs up or a heart to let me know you're out there and to let me know you're watching. It's always good to see that feedback coming in and know that things are going well. And if you have any questions or anything, please do pop them in the comments. But obviously, as it's a dance class, we're going to be moving. I probably won't be able to answer them till the end. But yeah, please do pop them in there if you have got them. So, it's going to be quite a short class, just 10 to 15 minutes, just to give you a little basic idea. And we're going to do 3 of these over the next 3 weeks. So do watch all of them. They will be building up a little bit, so you'll learn something new each week. And I'll leave the videos up so you can always come back to them and you can practice and you can share with your friends. And if the time isn't convenient for you, you can always come back and watch them when you have time. So I'm going to pop the music on now. If you have any injuries, please be very mindful. We're going to do a short warm up and we're going to do a short cool down. So please, if you know that you need a little bit more of a warm up, do take the time to do that, of course. And the same at the end. If you need a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of a longer stretch at the end, please do that. And obviously, you're participating at your own risk, so I have to say these things. But yeah, please be mindful if you have any injuries. If anything feels painful, please just stop. You know, that's all you need to know, I think, on that score. I can see Claire's watching. Hi Claire and hi Sarah. Thank you very much for joining me today. Lovely to see you on here. I'm just going to start the music and we'll start dancing, so just follow along. I think you can see my feet okay, and I'll be facing towards the mirror and talking to you like this. I won't cue right or left because Facebook flips it, and on Android I can't unflip it, so I'm just follow along how best you see it in the mirror. It doesn't really matter whether it's right or left at the moment, but just have fun. All right. So we're going to start with a wide stance, soft knees, and just allowing the tailbone to release down. And closing the eyes if you like. We're going to wrap the hands around the belly and around the low back. Take a nice deep breath in and breathe out every atom of air. Breathing in again, deep into the bottom of the torso, into the sides of the body and the back of the body, and contracting all the way around as you breathe out. Breathing in again, wide into the rib cage, into the side of the ribs and the back of the ribs, and contracting all the way around as you breathe out. Opening the eyes, arms coming up, and then press down through center, lifting the rib cage. Palms turn up, arms coming up, and press down through center. A little bit of energy in the low belly, lengthening in the low back. One more time, arms coming up. We're gonna bend the knees, so knees coming out over the toes, sliding your back down an imaginary wall behind you, keeping that chest lifted. And we're gonna do one more time, lengthen the low back. We're gonna bring the arm up, right arm up, chin to chest, and opening up with the other arm. Bringing the arm over, dropping the chin to the chest, and open. Let's take it a little deeper if that feels good. And open. One more time, rounding the spine. And open. We're going to bend the knees, breathing in and out and in and out and in. We're going to step touch to the side and step, touch, bend the knees in between. So this is just part of our warm-up still. We're going to take one arm up, other arm up, and arm comes across and over. Nice big sweeps, extending through the side of the body. And parallel to the floor with the arms. Let's hold it center with the plie. Bend the knees, breathing in and out and in. One more time, we're going to do that step touch to the side. And step, touch, step, touch. Really opening out the hips and taking the arms up, extending through the sides of the body. Arm comes across and over. And sweeping parallel to the floor. You can follow your hand with the gaze. Let's hold it center, bend the knees, breathing in and down, and in, down, and lift, and down, and bring the feet together. So, we've got our feet hip distance apart, soft knees, and tailbone releasing down, yeah? So, this is our basic belly dance posture. We always have these knees a little bit soft, because if we have straight legs, we can't really move our hips up and down. If we soften the knees, this gives us space to move the hips up and down like so. My weight is nice and even in my feet, maybe a little bit more in the heels so I can wriggle my toes. And really allowing that tailbone to release down so you've got a nice neutral pelvis, yeah? A little bit of energy in the low belly. Rolling the shoulders up, back and down, nice and wide across the front of the body. Nice and wide across the back, lengthen the neck, imaginary helium balloon lifting you tall and elegant, an imaginary weight on your tailbone anchoring you down to the ground. This real combination of earthy and grounded and uplifted and elegant at the same time. So from this position, we're going to start by moving our hips. So we're going to take right hip, left hip. Sorry, I said I wasn't going to say the whether it was right or left, didn't I? That's fine. So whichever hip you're following along with is totally fine. Hip. So when I'm doing these hips, obviously you can see my legs are moving, but I'm not thinking about powering the movement with my legs. I'm thinking about pulling my hip up towards my rib cage. And are you still breathing? Sometimes it helps to have the hands on the hips to tell the body where it wants to move. And then you want to focus on the upper body, and is the upper body nice and still? So one of the magical things about belly dance is that we're isolating different body parts in a way that isn't really normal or natural to how we move on an everyday basis. Normally our bodies move efficiently and they counterbalance in an efficient way, whereas we have to kind of hide that when we're belly dancing. We're still doing that counterbalancing, but we don't want to see it. Let's try a little faster. And hip, 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 hip. You'll see I've taken my arms out to the sides. This is a very classic belly dance arm position. So my upper body is nice and lifted. And I've got this soft curve in the arms. And right. I'm saying the sides again, aren't I? And hip, hip. Really thinking about pulling the hips up towards the rib. We can take the arms overhead. And check in with your weight. Make sure it's in your heels. Bring the arms down. Let's try a little double hip. So we're going to go hip, 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 hip. So I want you to have a check in with what your hips are doing. I want them to go up, 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 up. Sometimes we have the tendency to go out and out. I want you to see if you're going up and up. Up, up. Up, 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 up. Are you still breathing? Taking nice long deep breaths. Sometimes when we're concentrating hard, we can forget to breathe. Let's try a little faster. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Arms come down, up the body. Five, 6, 7 and 8, and release. Shake it out, shake it out. So if that fast one felt a little bit fast at any point, you can always take it back to the speed before. So just choose where feels comfortable for you to work at today, and you can always build on that. I always like to do a little bit of a forwards fold in between movements. So keeping the knees soft, we're going to take the arms up, really bending the knees as you fold forwards, relaxing the spine, releasing the head all the way down. Coming up halfway with a flat back and straighten the legs. Bend the knees, folding forwards again. Arms out to the side and all the way up. And then come back into your basic belly dance posture. Soft knees, tailbone releasing down. We're going to move the rib cage now. So this is like you had a piece of string attached to your sternum and it's picking your rib cage straight up. So we lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower, lift and lower. So check in with your shoulders. Sometimes this happens when we try and make the movement bigger, but I'd like you to try and find muscles in your upper back. Sometimes it feels a little bit like pulling the shoulder blades down the back. It's not quite that, but sometimes that visualization can help you to start off with. And check in with your shoulders, they're mainly staying still in space. Lift and lower. Again with this one, be careful of your breathing. Sometimes we breathe in, breathe out, and your diaphragm wants to help with this one. Again, try and avoid that one, taking nice long deep breaths over the top. And lift and lower, and lift and lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Just allow the body just to relax a little bit. And let's take the hands, let's press them forwards. Drop the chin to the chest and round the spine just a little bit. And then take the arms up overhead, looking up if that feels good. And then release them back down. So one more move for today, then we're going to put them all together in a little mini combination. We're going to do some arm undulations. So starting with your arms by your sides, you're going to turn the palms so they face the back, and then turn them in so that they face your legs again. So when I turn them towards the back, I'm moving my whole arm all the way from the shoulder and lifting my elbows so they point towards the sides. And again here, I'm moving my whole arm, not just at the wrist. But sometimes it helps to have the visual of what the hand is doing. So lift and neutral. And lift and neutral. So now we're going to lift the arm up. We're going to lift the elbows, palms to the back. We're going to take the arms all the way up. Then we're going to rotate the shoulders and we're going to wave it down. So rotate, lift the arms up, waving up. I'm waving towards the corners of the room. Rotate and bring the elbows down. Nice and soft and gentle. One more like this. Rotating the arms, lifting the elbows up. And rotate, elbows gently float down. Now we're just going to lift the right arm. So rotate and lift. And then we're going to lift the left arm as the right comes down. Left. And right. I'm on autopilot with calling out the directions of the body parts again, aren't I? Here we go, a little faster. Arm lifts, other arm lifts. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and give yourself a hug. Chin to chest again. That one can feel quite tiring on the arms if that's the first time you are doing it. And what was I going to say? So this one, be really careful with, rather than waving directly to the sides, we're waving towards the corners of the room a little bit. My arms are quite in front of me actually, and it helps you just have a little bit more space in the shoulders to move. And if you're finding this one challenging, this was the hardest thing for me to get my head around when I first learned belly dance, so please take your time with it. It's a bit like patting your head and rubbing your belly. Let's just try this one more time. So let's lift up this arm. So we're going to go up, 2, 3, 4, other side. and up, and up. A little faster. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and give yourself a hug. Okay, let's put all of that together. So hips, rib cage, arms in order. So we're going to go hip, 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 hip. Now rib cage, lift, drop, lift, drop. Now arms, arm, arm. Now for the last 8 counts, we're going to bring the arms up, up, 2, 3, 4, little hand waves. Let's come to that nice position. We go right, left, hip, 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 hip. Rib cage, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop. Arm waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Arms come up and up, 2, 3, 4. Little hand waves. And again, hip, 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 hip. Rib cage lifts. And arm wave. Now optional, you can try adding a little shimmy with the arms. If that feels like too much, don't worry though. And hip, 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 hip. Nice big juicy hips. Rib cage, lift, lift, neutral, lift, neutral. Arm waves. And arms come up, optional shimmy. Okay, 4 counts of each. So we go hip, 2, 3, 4, rib cage, 2, 3, 4, arm wave, arms up and down. Hip, 2, 3, 4, lift, drop, arm wave, and up and down. And hip, 2, 3, rib cage, lift, lift, and arm waves, arms up and down. And hip, 2, 3, 4, lift, arm waves, and up and down. Shake it out, release all of the tension if you've got any in your bodies. Relax it all, shake out the fingers, shake out the feet. We're going to do that again, one more time, and then we're going to build up just to doing 2 counts of each, okay? So let's go back to the 4 counts. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, rib cage, arms, then arms come up, add a shimmy if you like. One more time, this speed. Hip, 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 and rib cage. Arm wave, and up and down. Now, hip, rib cage. We're going to just keep on the arm waves, nice and slow. Hip, hip, rib, lift, arm wave, and hip, hip. We're going to try a quick, slow, quick, slow with the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, quick, slow. I forgot the slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, quick, slow. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and quick, slow, and release down. Deep breath in. Straighten the legs. Little shimmy. So we didn't really break down the shimmy. It's just a wiggle. Yeah, there's all sorts of ways that you can do the shimmy, but just for now, just think of it as a wiggle with the hips, nice and loose. You can keep the hands moving with me if you like, or you can just relax them by the sides. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, deep breath in, straighten the legs. Let's forwards fold. And in the knees. Flat back as you come forward, then rounding the spine at the very end, releasing the head down. Coming up halfway flat back, engaging the muscles along the spine, engaging the leg muscles. Bending the knees, releasing the head down, and then arms out to the side and all the way up. And bring them back down, and we are done. So please feel free to do a longer stretch if you need one. I've seen a few comments coming up there. Let me just have a little look. Okay, Claire was here, Sarah was here. Claire says, I wish you could see me as I'm sure I'm doing it wrong. Well, you'll just have to join my class then, won't you, hon? And what else did we have? Dorcas, I think she said she was here, but she's late. Don't worry, you can watch it again on Catch Up Dorcas. And no, Sarah says she's with you there. I think maybe she's with Claire. Excellent. Well, thank you very much all for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed that little combination that we learnt. If you've got any more questions, please do pop them in the comments. Tag me in them so that I see them. And feel free to share this with anyone who you think might like it. I'm going to be back at the same time next week. We're going to recap those movements. We're going to add a couple of new movements and do another little combo as well. So I will see you then. Thank you very much. Bye bye.